Hello, my name is Nolene Ryan. I'm one of the Practice Education Facilitators based at the Royal and Broadgreen site. Practice Education Facilitators sometimes is abbreviated to PEF. I work alongside my colleagues, Jane Kemp, Vanessa Loftus, James Thompson and Rosie Divers. It is our role to act as a bridge between the universities and practice. We're the quality assurance mechanism to ensure that every placement area that you're allocated to has excellent learning outcomes. The assessors and supervisors that are there to support, educate and assess you have attended appropriate training and that they're up to date with how the paperwork should be completed. Over the next couple of moments, I'm going to talk you through how to use the Royal Liverpool Academy. So if you type Royal Liverpool Academy into Google, ideally Google Chrome because it opens quicker, you'll come to this homepage. To find information about the PEF team, you go to About Us, Teams, scroll down to the bottom where you get Practice Education Facilitator Team, and you get our picture. It gives you an overview of the role of our team within the trust. If you click on Team Members, it'll give you an individual bio of each member of the team, showcasing our clinical background and what experience we have. If you click on Contact Team, you will find our location on the Royal site, our team email address, our telephone number and our bleep. The number ending on 3248 has the answer machine. If you leave a message, we'll return your call as soon as we physically can. If you leave a message on a Friday evening or over the weekend, we'll attempt to return your call as early as we can on Monday morning. If you scroll back up and go to Services, Practice Education Facilitators, you'll come to our homepage. It is at this point how I will navigate will vary depending if you're a learner from any profession on placement here in the Trust or a member of staff. So I'm going to start with learners. So we'd like to welcome you to the Royal and Broadgreen, and over the next couple of moments I'm going to talk you through how you find relevant information that you'll be able to attend training while you're on placement. So if you scroll down, you will find again our contact details. We also have an office on the Broadgreen site, which is on the old surgical corridor near the cafe. So if you are on the Broadgreen site and you need one of us, you can ring the Royal site or you can ring us on the Broadgreen, which is 0151 282 6242. It doesn't have an answer machine, or you can drop us an email, and if we're on site, we'll come across to whatever ward you are on. So as a student, we offer many opportunities for our learners here at the Royal and Broadgreen. You can attend Grand Round, which is education that's run on a weekly basis for staff and students alike. If you click on the link, it'll bring you through to what's happening in the coming months. It showcases the date, the topic, and who will be presenting. You're very welcome to attend these training sessions. We run student teaching each month. The topic changes and the team presenting, we try to have them as multi-professional focus as possible. So you will find the date, the time. It's always located at the Royal site. So if you're at Broadgreen, you can get the shuttle bus across to the Royal, or we can video conference, so you can sit at Kent Lodge at Broadgreen and see the same presentation. To book on, you can ring or drop us an email and we'll book you on the session. This helps the people running the session know how many people roughly will be attending so that they can print off the relevant resources. Okay. If you also at the Royal and Broadgreen, outside of the student teaching, we often have other opportunities for learners, like being involved in trust-wide audits or maybe a specific study day for a certain cohort. If this happens, we advertise this by providing a flyer to the ward or department, which should be showcased on the student learner board or the education folder. On each ward or department, there should be a board outlining who the PEF that covers your area is, what the learning opportunities in that ward department are, and it should have information such as the placement charter, how to raise a concern, etc. This is no different if you're in nursing and allied health or a healthcare science trainee, all this information is standardised across all our placement areas. What we would ask of all our learners is if you would complete your peer evaluation. This allows us as a trust to identify areas of best practice or areas we need to learn from, so we ensure students that come in the future can have things changed if we need to. Also, we want to showcase and celebrate best practice. If we have an educator or supervisor that has gone that extra mile and you name them in your evaluation, we print them off and we give them to the member of staff so they can use them for the revalidation or when they re-register with the HCPC. So we really appreciate if you take the time to complete your evaluations. The next section will be for staff. So if you are a staff member here at the Royal and Broad Green, you can find relevant information by going to Overview, and we have set it out into specific information. So if you are looking for a preceptorship book, we have one for nursing, nursing associates and our allied health colleagues. So if you click on the appropriate link, you will find the preceptorship booklet that is appropriate to your profession. You can print it off. You can use this if you are newly qualified yourself, so you can obtain your portfolio, but equally if you're a member of staff that will be supporting a newly qualified staff member in the coming weeks, you can use this as a resource to familiarise yourself with the paperwork. For our nursing educators, the Nmc Standards for Education are changing in September 2009, where Stage 1 and Stage 2 and sign-off mentors will be changing names to supervisors and assessors. All relevant information that you need can be found by clicking this link. It takes you straight through to the resource section on online PEER, where you will find all the relevant documents. It has information such as a presentation outlining the changes that will be occurring, the key changes outlined very appropriately, a fact sheet for managers if you want an overview of what this means for you and your team. So a Stage 1 or backup mentor will now be called a supervisor, and a Stage 2 or sign-off mentor will be called an assessor. So reflect on what stage of mentor you currently are and see what the corresponding title will be. And you can click on the appropriate preparation handbook for your own reference. We would also ask that you click on the self-declaration form and you complete this for your own revalidation evidence. And we will then have evidence as a trust that we have the quality assurance that people are aware of these changes. We also have the merger dates roadshow for staff and students alike. We have information about the merger. So we have information dates on both the Royal, Broad Green and Aintree site. So if you scroll down, you can see over the coming months, there are frequent dates and times where you can go to receive information and become more informed of the merger that will be occurring. And finally, if you scroll up to media, in 2018, we held the first Allied Health Conference in the Northwest, something we are extremely proud of. There were many staff members that were unable to attend on the day, so we felt it was important to record the sessions so staff could access the information retrospectively or a time that's more appropriate to them. We've separated the presentations into separate clips so that you can just identify something you're interested in, click on the button and you can see that part of the conference. Topics covered were clinical audit, how to project manage, human factors, resilience training, an example of exceptional team working to improve patient care, and a summary and feedback of staff that have recently done the Royal Badge. So please, staff of all professions are very welcome to utilise this as a resource. I'd like to thank you very much for listening to the overview. I hope you found the navigation useful. If you have any further questions, feel free to email the PEF email or ring us on 0151 3248.